All right, so in 1987, Gloria Estefan warned us that the rhythm is going to get you. And that's really my hope for us all during this Rhythm of Life series that we're going to have coming up. All right, that was really bad, but let me put it this way. Have you ever been in like a Walmart, right? You've been in Walmart and you get in there and it's like, what am I doing? Like, what do I even need? Why am I here? Like, I know I have 88 cents, but I'm not even sure what I should spend it on right now. Or perhaps if you're like a millennial and so Walmart's not your thing, you're like, why am I in this Whole Foods right now? Like, am I out of quinoa? Like, do I need more? Like, what's next? Like, does my recipe call for organic oats? Like whatever your thing is, like, I think we've all been in that place, and I think even more so in life, oftentimes we can feel like that day after day where it's like, what's next? What do I need to be doing? So this is why developing a rhythm of life is really important for our lives, because it will help us to live with more purpose, with more intentionality, with more focus. So the question obviously comes up, what is a rhythm of life? And I thank you for that question, Greg. So the rhythm of life is simply this. It's just a process where we take a look at our whole lives. We allow God to examine our whole lives. And we look at our values, our relationships, our time, our resources, our gifts, all that we have. And then we set a rhythm or maybe a set of guidelines to follow on how we live so that we can live out the best of who God has created us to be. And that we know that. We can live with that sense of focus and intentionality. So in this series that we're going to be doing on Sunday mornings, we're going to look at as kind of a high-level picture of what a rhythm of life is. And so over the next 5 weeks, starting with this Sunday, we're going to look at why do we need to develop a rhythm of life? What's significant about it? How do we begin to do that? And then we're going to look at discovering who we are. Who has God created us to be? What are our gifts? What are our passions? How do we then live those out? We're going to look at developing our primary priorities. How do we set forth into motion those things that we value, and how do we actually go after those things? And then how do we use our resources, the things that God has given us? How do we use those to live out our mission, to expand the kingdom of God in our world? And then the last week we're going to look at how do we create and establish and then follow a rhythm of life in our lives. And we're going to look at creating a mission statement for our lives and things like that. So I'm really excited about what we're doing on Sunday mornings. But beyond that, what we're also going to do is in our small groups. And if you're not a part of a small group, this is a great time to join all of our small groups. And then we're also going to add 2 more, are going to be going through this book, Crafting a Rule of Life by Stephen Macchia. Hey. Now I know not everybody likes rules, and so that's why we're calling the series Rhythm of Life, because not everybody likes a rule. Everybody likes a sick beat. Can you feel me? Yeah, you know it. Anyways, from February through April, all of our small groups and a couple others are going to be doing this study every other week for 6 sessions. We're going to look through this book. There's 12 chapters, and in this book, it's a step-by-step process where we look at our time, our relationships, our passions, our mission, all these things, and we break it down, and then we allow God to then recreate a rhythm or a rule or a set of guidelines for our lives that we can follow so we can live with more intentionality and purpose. So if you're not a part of a small group, I ask you that you would join one just for this time. Give it a try for these 6 sessions. There's a link below in the newsletter that you can just sign up real quick for. And then these books will be available on Sunday mornings just for $10. You can just drop it in the box, take a book with you, 1 per person or 1 per couple, whatever you need. And I highly recommend it. So I'm excited about this series. I hope you are too. I hope that you can make this a priority for your Sundays and also be a part of these small groups as well, because I think it's going to be really important for our church community as we walk through this together. I love you guys. I'm so excited for what God has in store for us, not only next, but this whole year and the years to come. So thanks so much for watching. God bless.